Subaru. I put a roof rack on it.
Hey, Bob.
Put a rack on the Subaru.
Hey, Daryl. Hey, Yogi.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Put a rack on the Subaru. I kind of packed it yesterday.
Honda engine. It's not that old, actually. Look at all those traps. I'm not wild about traps, but man, they sell. So this is the 1922 car. Wow. Somebody did a lot of work here. How nice that headliner is. I wonder. The guy's here. I'd like to talk to him about it, but he seems really angry. So I'm not going to talk to him. Not right now, anyway. I got here early so I could check it out because I'm kind of interested. Split front window. That's air conditioning in the 20s. That's pretty cool. Some Harley stuff, little trinkets. Harley stuff sells. Oh man. Guns are us. Wow, it all came out of one house. Yeah. Every little house that I go to up here in Wisconsin is just loaded with guns. Don't try any Civil War stuff here. It's just not going to work out. Wow. Some pretty serious stuff. Shotguns with scopes on them. Okay. All of a sudden I feel inadequately armed. This is more my speed. You done anything fun this year so far?
You know, we really haven't.
That makes life a little dull, doesn't it?
At our age, and I said, for real, where did the time go?
We say that almost every day. My sister and I, we're just like, look at us, we're old people.
Yeah, it's,
When did that happen?
and when our parents were that old, my dad,
Oh, we were kicking dirt on them.
yeah,
It's like, hey, it's over.
exactly. And I thought they were old.
That's pretty good.
What a memory. What a memory.
That's pretty old. Probably 1960s. Yeah, I keep coming back to this thing. I know they were fooling around with it earlier, trying to get it to run. It would run like wide open, but it wouldn't idle very good. Fuel tank's back there, caps off it. I don't know if it's got water in there. Taillight lens is busted. It needs some love. It looks like an older restoration. But, I mean, come on, the big picture, it's really, really good. They're selling this truck too, but now I hear rumors running around here there's no titles for anything.
They were in that thing for I don't know how many hours. Just pulling stuff out.
But what is it?
It might have been off the skidder chain.
They look like skitter chains.
Old big buffalo tire chain kind of thing.
That's
Kind of unique.
it's kind of awesome, really.
Probably off a big buffalo tire, like a big.
You take and weld them together,
Yeah.
and they make a nice looking mailbox post or something.
Wow, we got the repurposer here. Make sure you're standing next to the microphone.
Remember one thing when you got one of them kind of mailboxes that's hard to break? Yeah. Somebody hits it with a car, you're liable for that.
You got to cut through so they shear off.
Wow. So I'm overhearing stuff like one of the sheds the guy had all this stuff in collapsed. And it was from the snow wave, it caved the roof in. And all this stuff was inside of it. I've never had that be a reason for an auction before, but
Just letting you know in advance.
it's weird that there's 2 Florida road signs here. I-95 and Colonial Drive. It's 50. A lot of this stuff really is not in my wheelhouse. But, like, this is my kind of thing. These are awesome. I love this. So even how, you know, obscure these auctions are and how they're really not my wheelhouse. Most people have some cool things in their house. Well, Mercury. It's probably the 60s.
Everybody had a cocktail.
That's some interesting coat racks.
You're having a, you know, you got a little track set up.
Is that an armor or a gun cabinet? Oh, it's a gun cabinet. I'm out. That's pretty old. Not super old, but pretty old. Problem with stuff like this, it's just too big. Most people just don't have that kind of real estate in their house. And then this is another thing where it's certainly gonna have to be refinished, and I can't mail it. I ship online mostly. Nice hardware. Look at this thing. There's no way. Man, these things sell great. Every one of these I get, even the bar I'll take each light off, and the bar I'll sell all separately, and they'll sell right away. Little fishing boats. More fishing knickknacks.
Oh, hey, Dennis. Or Gary.
My niece has one of those. It's a pottery kiln. Those are pretty pricey new. I like the old wheels and the PA system. Boy, it's grubby. I don't know. Go back to the car. Well, you don't see that every day. The owner here, he just ran over his four-wheeler with this great big truck. You see him backing into his four-wheeler? It doesn't run. He's having a bad day.
Give me 10,000 to start. What, give me 10,000 to the bill? What, give me 10,000? What, give me 10,000 to the bill? Start it where you want. Start out where you want. This is his pride and joy. Who say 10? How about 7,500? What, give me 7,500 on the bill? How about 5? We'll start her at the bottom. 5 grand. 2,500. What, give me 25? What, give me 2,500? What, give me 25? What, give me 2,500? Anybody interested in it? Pardon me? I got 1,000. Who say 1,500? Where to give me 1,500 on the bill? Where to give me 1,500 on the bill? 15 I got. Now 2,000 on the bill. Where to give me 2? I got 2, not 25. I give me 25. I got 2, not 25. I got 25. I got 2, not 25. I got 2,500. 2,500. This will be the buy of the day. 2,500 on the bill. Where to give me 25? What does he say, Bobby? Where to give me 25? I got 2, not 25. Columbus. Where to give me 25? 2 I got 2,500. Where to give me 25? Where to give me 25? 22 and a half. Where? Where to give me 22 and a half? 22 and a half. 22.50. Where to give me 22 and a half? 22 and a half. Where to give me 22 and a half? 22 and a half. 22 and a half. I'll take 21. 2,100 will work with you. 2,100 on the bill. Where to give me 21? 2,100. Where to get 21? 2,100. Where to get 21? Right here is $2,000. Number is 46. Michigan. Goes way to Michigan.
Somebody get the defibrillators.
Okay. That concludes the sale, folks. Remember, we have a beautiful home coming up on auction.
Hey everybody, I feel like I'm hiding behind all this stuff. Weirdest sale I've been to maybe in my life. It was very odd. This stuff looked like it was all distressed, like maybe it had been... Somebody told me that one of the buildings collapsed and a lot of the stuff was dragged out of the building, so I kind of wonder if the guy didn't settle up with the insurance company and then he just sold all this stuff. It was a very, very strange sale. I wish I recorded more of this sale because there was quite a bit of drama, but the owner was clearly agitated and a bit hostile, and it was going a weird way, but he was unable to produce titles or registrations for any of the boats or motorcycle or the cars, trucks. There was just, people were buying them on faith, and he was really acting out strangely, so it didn't bring hardly any money at all. I don't want to find out later that it's stolen, or I can never get a title for it, or I can't register it, and then what do you do with it? Anyway, I'm gonna grab the camera. Let's run through this stuff. It really wasn't my typical sale with antiques and collectibles, but man, I kicked over some rocks and I did find some cool stuff. Let me show you. First off, have you ever seen a cutting board this big? It strikes me as oak. I set it up next to my Toyota and it missed the door handle by about an inch. It's a beast. It's all laminated. This is like money in the bank. It's a weird thing to say that. It's a weird thing to say that it's worth a lot of money. So, okay, this is one of the things I didn't care about. It was in a pile of other stuff. It was in the same pile as this Rotary sign, which has a sticker there that has to come off. That's a porcelain sign. That's a real porcelain sign. See the rivets? You can feel it. You can feel the layers in the porcelain process. It's about 30 inch. And online, these are bringing $200. Anyway, they weren't unable to sell a bunch of stuff. They kept adding to the pile, and they threw this in here. And I was leaving, and I go, that kind of looks like an expensive tool. Maybe I should grab it. And what it is this thing raises up and punches. You stick your gutter in there, and this thing punches the square out. Guess you could put different size dies in there, and you punch it out. I can't do this with one hand. And it punches the square out of your gutter for a downpipe. But I just looked on eBay. One sold a couple of days ago for $165. I'm like, okay, you want to give me something for free, basically, for $165? I'm going to take it. This is awesome. It's a little bent up, but the bottom is all there. All the working parts are there. It's a little dinged up. It just needs a good cleaning. Pretty cool. Even the hinges and stuff are all in really great shape. And I got that for cheap. So you saw all the license plates. So these license plates are nondescript. They're ho-hum. Who cares? But I got a guy that makes birdhouses, and he buys every one he can get. But okay, that's 70, but that's 1918. That one's kind of a chewed up 1940, but anything you can get that's World War II, 1942, and a 47. And I just like the fact that they're all indigenous to the state, because it's going to make it, the 53 or 54. Remember back in the day when they had the removable year tags, so you had the same plate? It was before they had sticker technology. 65, 42. I'm not going to run through all of the years, but 1928. That's pretty cool. But there's only a couple. Everyone's from the 70s, and I think one in the 60s, and all the rest are 50s and older. 1936, 1937 farm truck. That is cool. That's a winner, man. That is such a winner. 79, 72. Who cares? There, 38, 39 farm truck. That's awesome. That is really cool. Just your basic 1938. This, where do you get one of those? A Wisconsin antique tag. That's an old one. Is that the year on it? No, I guess not. I don't know how New Hampshire from 1956 snuck in there. Illinois, we're pretty close to, so I can get that. Another 1939 Wisconsin. 1929 truck. It's got the truck emblem on it. And a 1931, 1932. Outrageous. There's a Virginia. That's heavy, man. It feels like almost like enamel. And another 1952 Wisconsin. 1933, 1934 truck, Wisconsin. And 1934. That was a killer haul. Love it. And then this old crate. It's some kind of beverage crate. I can't read it, but I love the dovetails. And somebody has scribbled all over it, but it's pretty easy to sand these down and fix them up. I just can't make out, I don't know if you guys can see that, what that says on the side. Maybe I'll be able to tell after I look back at this, because sometimes on the screen on the monitor it shows up better than in the room here. So I also got this 1995 William Culpin print. I'll try to keep the glare off it. It's a pretty good sized print. Just goes on and on. It's signed. It's numbered. It's got water damage in the corner. But if you could frame it and if you could mat it just right to eliminate that, still leaving like a nice little 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch reveal around it, it would still show like brand new. So I was pretty stoked to get that. There's something else I really hadn't planned to buy. Look at these PA speakers. PR15s by Peavey. There's some beasts. I think I looked them up and they're something like 400 watt. And it also came with this crate PA head. No idea if it works yet or not. And this Asonic karaoke machine. And I guess, obviously you had all this for karaoke use. I haven't had a chance to try any of it yet to see if it works, but it was extra super cheap, and at the end of the day we got to make money. So I like taking something like this that's been not loved and just give a little bit of love. This is just Windex. You can use pretty harsh stuff on porcelain. It'll take it. It's just there's a lot of sand on here. I just want to get that off first before I try using a Scotch-Brite. It's amazing with just a little bit of love. Porcelain just stands the test of time. It just looks so good after so many years. See, it's got a chip here. Maybe somebody took a shot at it with a pellet gun, or maybe a 22 from a long way. Because this is steel under here. So it's a pretty beastly product when they make it. Makes me crazy when I go to these old farm auctions and I see these really cool, like old Standard Oil or, gas station porcelains, and they're all shot up. Nobody knew back in the day that they'd bring the kind of money they bring now. You watch some at these sales and they just bring thousands. So if you have this one's a little, I guess, might be a little aggressive, but it's kind of wore out. I just like to go on the edges and try to pull that rust out. I don't get too crazy because I don't want to chip it. And the trick here is I'm not trying to make it look like new. I'm just trying to get the shed rash off of it. It's just kind of gross. If you get a really cherry one and you really want it to look good, use a high-speed buffer like a Makita that you would use like on your car with just some car compound. You'd be stunned how wild that can make this stuff look again. It just breaks through that first layer of all this crap. got the sticker off. Looking good. Those colors pop, man. Really good. So anyway, I'll finish this up. And I'll come back to you guys when I'm done. Doesn't that look better now? Without getting too crazy on it. Just a little Windex and 6 or 8 paper towels. For 1950s, looks amazing. I mean, it's probably 70 years old. It's crazy. All right, next up. Well, part of it works. This side wanted to go for a second. Old stuff. What are you gonna do? Thanks. See you in the next video.